Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Colin Podcast. I'm your host Renat, and today we have our co-host Ratish. We have a special guest. Hi Ruchit, welcome to the Colin Podcast. Your first guest in a while. So, how are you doing?
Hello, and thank you so much for having me here. I'm doing pretty great actually, and hope you guys are doing good too.
Wants to go next?
I'll go with the next, and I want to
Ah,
hear
sure.
his thing last, brother. I want to hear his thing last.
hmm
I
Because
want to
he's
hear
got
his
so much
fucking team,
analysis. Yeah,
like some excellent team, something. I'll go
yeah.
with
He's gonna
mine
put
then.
our teams to shame, man.
I know, right? No,
I'm
Gonna
not
Kiki.
put
too
our
sure I have taken some
Yeah,
controversial decisions, if I would say so.
yeah.
That's
Don't
all right. That's all right.
don't remove them. Let's just change them. Don't remove them. Okay, it's okay.
Oh
If
no,
you
it
want,
will
we
look
can. If you want, we can like share our screen so it's easier.
Hmm,
no, then it'll be
I think
difficult, I guess, if you
All right.
share.
yeah.
Yeah, this is fine,
So
right?
okay, mine first of all going with the goalkeeper Jan Sommer. We know that.
Of course.
Like impeccable this year in these Euros. Why not? Yeah, he's a good player. We have
Good player.
discussed this before. Yeah.
Of course.
That's why I moved on to centre back.
So first of all, RB Luke Shaw. No choice for
Ah,
it. I'm going for Luke
RB?
Shaw.
Wait, RB or
Sorry,
left back?
LV. Sorry, left back
LB, eh?
Luke Shaw. Yeah,
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw.
hmm We discussed Luke
And
Shaw also.
CBs, both CBs, man. I'm giving it to Italian mascots, bro. Chilean and
Mm,
Bonucci. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
They've been legends
Obviously.
why
for how
not?
many years?
Legends. Yeah, legends of the ball itself. Go for them.
Why not? Perfect pairing.
Yeah. And going with the RB, I'm going for Kylie Walk. I need that speed, man. I need the fucking pace.
Yeah.
More on this
When
match.
in doubt, go
Yeah,
for Walker.
Understandable.
Need the
exactly.
pace,
So
need the
I,
defensive ability.
in this time, I need a technical player, bro. In this time, I need a technical player. So the right CDM, I'll go for Virati, Marcus Virati.
Oh,
Verratti,
very good choice. Missed
very
out on
good
the first
choice.
two games, but ever since it's either him
Ah,
or Locatelli, and
yeah,
both of them have been fantastic because Jorginho holds up the midfield pretty
I know,
well,
right?
and then you have Nicolo Barella, brilliant player as well, very
Very good
underrated
player.
player, very
Yes.
underrated as well, and of course
Mhm.
then you have the likes of Verratti or Locatelli. You can and imagine being a manager and being able to choose three
Between them,
from that four,
I
three
know,
out of
right?
that four, it must be an
Like
absolute
quality.
pleasure.
Neymar even mentioned this player as his most technical player. Neymar
Of
did it.
course.
Yeah, and going with the left center back, center
Okay.
midfield. Sorry, Pogba. I want to push the game forward, man.
But
Go, yeah, go with
very,
forward,
very good
make it
choice. Yeah,
forward.
good choice.
Yeah.
That makes
So in
sense.
the CAM, I'll go for Shakiri, man. Like the first games,
Oh,
man. Literally the first
nice.
games. Amazing, dude. Amazing. My God, Shakiri, bro.
Totally went under the radar. I totally forgot about
Yeah,
him. He scored, I
Shakiri,
think,
man.
3 goals. I think
Yeah,
2 or 3 goals.
like for the first few matches, he was so good. Like in latter
Mhm.
matches, so he was good. Like the corner pass was fucking good. I liked him.
Totally.
I liked his play this Euros, man.
Yeah,
So
and of course, because of his age, he didn't feature much during the extra time or the penalty
mm,
shootouts. But
yeah,
when he was on the pitch, he still showed his class. He still
wow,
showed his energy, his pace, his strength.
wow, yeah, man.
When he was at
International
Bayern
games,
Munich, he
he's
was an absolutely dangerous
Beast,
player. Then
beast.
when he went to Stoke City, he carried Stoke City for 2 or 3 years,
Yeah,
and
mm,
then finally got um, a much less significant role at Liverpool, which I think suited him because he could help young players while having
mm,
enough rest
certainly,
and impacting the game. I can remember
exactly.
one game against against Manchester United. It was 1-1. He came out of the came on during the 65th minute, I think, and completely changed the game. And like they had the ball almost at a percentage of 60 to 70% after he came, and he scored 2 goals, and he was an absolute baller.
Yeah, that's why I'm going for
rightfully so.
Shakiri, man. Yeah,
Rightfully
exactly.
so.
So
Very good choice.
left wing Insigne.
Insigne. Okay, yeah, he's been really good as well. He's
Yeah, man.
curving
The
shot side.
the short the
Uh,
short guy is fucking good. My God, man.
He
Those
gets
dribbles.
he
Those
gets
dribbles.
he gets absolutely violated when they put the tiny mascots right in front of the big mascots right in front of him, and always there's like an inch between the height of the mascot and himself, which is always something that football fans find
Like
funny. But
he
yeah,
benefits from it. He
exactly.
certainly benefits from it. Like this guy goes under them, literally under them, bro.
I saw his goal in the last match. I don't remember what the match was. So was it Italy versus?
With
Oh, it was
this
Belgium.
Belgium against
Yes,
Belgium.
he got the ball
the
from the
curved
halfway
shot.
line, got past 2, 3 players like they were not there, cut into his right
Yeah,
foot, and
yeah.
bent it in perfectly. Absolutely beautiful goal.
Bend.
Wow.
Beautiful
The
goal.
Ben, man.
And all the
Ben.
other short attempts were also like they were bending and they were not too far from the goal.
Exactly.
Really good
Exactly.
shots. Yeah.
Certainly, man. So the CF, obviously Patrick Schick.
Patrick
Obviously,
Shy,
man. No talk. Yeah, man.
of course. And we talked to that's Vieira.
Patrick
Legend.
Vieira, Patrick
Another
Kluivert,
legend.
so many
Those
legends.
names,
Yeah,
those
Patrick
names,
Bamford.
man.
Bamford.
Patrick Bamford, yeah, another baller who missed out in the
Very
England
unlucky.
squad.
Yeah.
Very unlucky.
This is this choice, brother. The right wing side. I wanted De Bruyne this time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You go for De Bruyne.
Since De Bruyne, because these moments of the games he has not played, like certainly, like he has been playing in the CM, but he was more in the right wing. He was
Right wing,
passing
yeah.
through the ball. Yeah. In this Euros itself, Euros most of the time he was. I have seen him playing in the right
He was
wing.
right. He was
He's so good at. Yeah.
right forward. And the left forward was I think Doku or Thorgan Hazard or somebody. Eden
So
Hazard.
Eden Hazard was there for a while. Then yeah, Eden Hazard got injured. Poor guy, man. I want him
Yeah.
back in the form. You know, in Chelsea, Hazard, dude.
Chelsea former.
My God.
Yeah, he was probably third best player in the world for like two and a half seasons in a row. He was on
Yeah.
fire because I can remember when we went like with Jose Mourinho when we went to Stamford Bridge. Jose Mourinho used to always put like two players, and Herrera and Matteo Darmian, and Herrera and Ashley Young, just to man mark Eden Hazard because he
Yeah,
was
man.
that much of a threat.
Look, like people were scared. The Premier League was scared of Eden Hazard, man. My God,
Of course,
he was tightly marked. At any point, he was tightly marked. They didn't even care about other players. Who are the other players? Fuck them. It was only was Hazard, man.
yes, and that
Yeah.
gave space for other players like when he was in form, like Cesc Fabregas, Diego Costa, even Willian when he was in form. Like they got so much space and time because the entire defense was oriented around
Focus.
stopping
Yeah.
Hazard in
Exactly,
his prime.
exactly.
What a player. But it's really sad to see his decline in form.
Hmm.
Necessarily.
So
So what about your bench?
my reserves would be Torgan Hazard.
Okay, how do I change that? Okay. I'll quickly remove this. Thorgan Hazard.
Yeah, Torgan Hazard.
Thorgan Hazard. No Eden. Okay, how do I choose Thorgan? There he is. Striker. This guy, right?
No, I think the second one is him as well, the 90s breaker.
I think
Huh.
he was a striker though. Oh, but I think I can change it. Oh yeah, I can change
Yeah,
it to
he's not a consistent. He's not consistent in any position, bro. One day he plays as a
Yeah.
striker. Next time he's a left back. All of a sudden.
I can remember like at one point where when COVID started, where I mean, right after COVID, right after
Yeah.
football finished after the first lockdown, Dortmund came with like a 4-2-2-2 with two camps and two strikers. It was Haaland and Sancho as a false nine, and the two camps with Julian Brandt and Thorgan Hazard, and they were absolutely so dangerous. They ripped apart defenses. I can remember it was the first football match we watched in like 6 months because football in Europe was suspended, and then it was Dortmund versus Schalke, which was the first big football match
Yeah.
exactly in a
And
long
they
time.
scored like
And
4 goals, right?
yeah, it was 4-0. And
4-0.
I
Yeah.
think Hazard and Julian Brandt were amazing that day.
Dortmund will be missing Jason Jaden, man. They
Well,
will
they'll
be
find
missing
some
so
other
hard on
kid
them.
from England.
Of course, but they have so many young talents.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than
Yeah.
Hazard and Brandt, they still have Marco Reus. Don't forget, even though
Ah,
his
legend,
injury,
bro, legend. But
even
yeah,
though
he,
his injury record is absolutely horrible, on the ball
Yeah.
he's one of the best players in the world.
dude, I can
Yeah,
still remember the old times when he was in partnership with Lewandowski and all.
Of
Gold
course.
those were the days.
days,
And
man.
that team with Ilkay Gundogan, Blaskikowski,
Yeah,
that
Aubameyang.
was
Yeah,
a brilliant. Yeah, Aubameyang as well. That was
Yeah,
the Dortmund team that went to the Champions League final and
exactly.
lost to Bayern.
Yeah.
must be Bayern.
The irony, man.
Of
What a
course,
sad
like
story.
whatever Dortmund do, however well they play, in the end, there's Bayern Munich in Germany.
Bayern Munich.
It's so unfortunate for them that Bayern
I know,
Munich
right?
are so well run as a club.
But I
Oh
have a
man.
question for you guys. So even Dortmund is run well as a club. So now Dortmund has made like 300 million. So now they got with the Sancho deal, they have like 90 million. With
Mm-hmm.
players like Aubameyang, with players like what's the other the Barcelona guy, Dembele,
Ousmane
um,
Dembele.
and
Yeah.
who else? There were other players, right? That came from Dortmund. So
Mm.
they have made like over 300 million. So
Dude,
where are they spending that money? Where is the money
I feel
going to?
like I feel like Dortmund uses all of their money to develop their academy and develop their
the,
scouting, and like
Scouting.
apparently their fans are among the happiest fans in Europe because of the benefits they get. So what they'll do is they will just reserve 5 or 10 million
who's
and buy the next 16-year-old, and by the time he's 2021, they'll sell him for another 100 million.
yeah, and
So
at
they
that
are
time
very
they will be out of form itself. When they
of
sell them,
course.
automatically they will be out of form. We can check it out. Dembele went like that way, and who else?
Of course.
Yang, and
No,
who
no,
else was
not Aubameyang. Not Aubameyang.
Aubameyang was really good in his first year
Aubameyang
at
when he
Arsenal.
came,
first
dude,
year
he
only,
carried
man.
Arsenal.
Just literally, yeah.
No, two
Like,
seasons.
but
2 seasons.
okay. Well, now what about now, bro?
Now he had malaria. He had family
Yeah,
issues. So
poor guy, poor guy, poor guy.
yeah, so hopefully
Yeah,
next season he'll do it.
who else are they
Um,
selling? By the
Sancho.
way,
Sancho.
That is, I really hope he does well, and
No, he'll
he
do it.
should be. He
He'll
should
do it.
do well because
He'll do it.
this transfer saga was absolutely exhausting for the last 2 years. One day you say it's close, and then Dortmund increase the price. Then you get another report saying United haven't even bidden for him. The next day there's another report saying an offer came, but finally it
It's done.
ended last week, and it's an absolute relief.
dude,
So
they were
like they say that when transfer sagas like this go on, it kills the excitement of the transfer. But even though this went for 2 years, it was so exciting the day that Fabrizio Romano tweeted, "Here we go," and the
Mhm.
transfer was confirmed, and then
Confirmed.
obviously Dortmund and Manchester United confirmed it as well.
they were literally playing football in Jadon Sancho's life, brother. In his career, dude.
Of course, that was an absolute roller coaster.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
So the next
Well,
choice would be
choice?
Rudiger.
Rudiger, very
Yeah.
nice. I
Interesting.
totally missed him in my
Dude, fuck. The
he's
guy was
fast,
amazing, man.
aggressive.
Yeah,
He was really good in the Champions League final.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Could have got a red card against France for biting Pogba. He was a
Oh, you got
bit
a red
lucky
card?
there. He
dude,
could have got a red
You could have
card.
got,
dude, the
yeah.
guy is so passionate, man. Like
Hmm.
he's so passionate about football. He just screams all the time. The aggressiveness, I just love it, man. Literally. My
Same,
God.
same.
So next player would be uh Immobile.
Mm,
Ciro
another
Immobile,
Italian player.
yeah.
Yeah, he's been really good.
Yeah,
Very underrated as well. Like when
yeah,
people
100 as
talk
well.
about goals, they always go for Lukaku, they always go for Lewandowski. But here, Immobile has been so consistent for the last 5 or 6 years.
Dude, but he has one of the funniest moments, man. Literally, like the previous game or something, he was injured. Like he was
Oh yeah,
acting,
I saw
he
that.
was in a prone or something. He was in a prone mode. He was like injured. The next minute itself, they scored a goal. He went on celebrating.
That's a modern game for you.
Oh my God. Yeah, the
So,
next choice would be
uh,
can't get a next choice, man. I'll go for Memphis Depay.
oh yeah, I couldn't put Depay because I could have put Depay. I could have put Depay. I had two
Yeah,
people, two left. I could have put
dude.
any of this
If
actually, but
no, Depay is very like you put him in any place, bro. CAM, he's fucking good. You put him in right wing, he's fucking good. Left wing, good.
striker,
Everywhere, man.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where do you think he'll play at Barcelona?
Mm,
At what
left,
position?
Aguero.
Left wing, yeah.
left wing, obviously, right?
Yeah,
You
probably
But
left.
because
I
yeah,
will. I feel like he'll play on the left. Messi will play on the right, and
Messi
then
hasn't signed the contract. No
oh yeah,
contract.
he hasn't signed the
No,
contract yet. Of
no
course.
contract signed yet.
man,
He's
he'll
in
sign.
terms of talking with Manchester City right
He'll
now.
sign. He'll sign. He'll
But
sign
I
for
feel like he'll sign for Barcelona
he'll
definitely
sign for
because I read reports saying that he absolutely wants to join Barcelona, and I don't think Manchester City, even though how rich they are, I don't think they could afford a 90 billion contract, especially if they go for 200 million deals for Harry Kane and Jack Grealish, which they really want to do.
That's
yeah.
true,
Messi is
right?
not it's not a luxury they can afford at the moment, so I don't think they'll go for.
Exactly.
So
I think
PSG maybe, but
Manchester City would normally afford any luxury, but a Messi's salary of about around 85 to 90 billion euros per year, just on
Hmm.
wages, I don't
Tough
think
call, tough
any
call.
after COVID as well, I don't think it works.
Yeah, certainly,
unlike
brother.
yeah,
So the next choice I would have is uh,
if you put
Aspilicueta.
Aspilicueta as P D. He's also a really good player, very underrated Aspilicueta. He won the
Yeah,
Champions League.
man. Yeah, so underrated player, man. I like the guy, dude. Chill, dude.
I think it's AZPI.
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
go
it's
for
a,
this.
it's a
AZP.
cheat code.
uh, Cesar. Man, he
There we go.
is right
Yes,
back.
he had a brilliant interception in the Champions League final. I think it was Phil Foden's cross towards Raheem Sterling, and it was
Yeah,
almost destined to go into goal. And
Hmm.
he made a brilliant last ditch tackle, and he's absolutely a leader for Chelsea.
yeah.
I think he's Chelsea's captain as well.
He's the captain. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the captain.
brilliant player.
Brilliant player. Very
Exactly,
good player.
man. This is
Very
my
underrated.
choice. I'll just keep up to 5 reserves. That's it.
Yeah, sure, sure. All right, now comes the man, Ruchit. We want to see who you go with. We got
I want to see
eight
his
minutes.
controversial choices, brother. Literally, I just want to see his controversial
We got eight
choices.
minutes on Zoom. Let's go. I mean, we can get another recording, but still.
Of course. So maybe we can switch it to 4-3-3-2 because I would like a
Ooh,
CDM, a
all right. All right.
bit more traditional European style, a very
Which
Italian
one? Was it
and
the
very yeah. It's 4-3-3-2, I think.
Yeah.
4-3-3-2?
No, 4-3-3 in brackets 2. You just went over it.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
oh,
It
I
Right
was,
see.
there.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
And the CDM instead of an attack. Okay, okay. Yeah. I see, I see.
Okay. So maybe in goal, of course, I can't go with anyone else other than Jan Sommer.
Yeah, Summer.
Interestingly, my second choice was Pickford.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Yeah,
a huge fan of Jordan Pickford, but
same.
I think like with Dean Henderson getting injured, Nick Pope getting injured, he has stepped up, taken responsibility because if anything happens to him, it's Aaron Ramsdale and Sam Johnstone who are both really inexperienced. So he has a really
Justin's
big
good,
job,
but
and
yeah.
he has been very commanding of his backline, and but still you can't look past Jan Sommer this tournament. He was
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant for
absolutely
Switzerland.
brilliant.
All right, going to left back. Of course, as a Manchester United fan, there's no way I'm not picking Luke Shaw.
Of course,
And
of course.
his redemption story has been incredible, and I hope
Inspiring.
he can continues his form for the next couple of seasons. Spinazzola was really unlucky with the injury. I think he tore his Achilles tendon, which means he'll be out for 6 months, uh, which is a shame because he was really, really, really great. Okay, for
Definitely.
right back, I'm going to cheat a bit, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick Robin Gosens from Germany
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Hmm.
He's a
because
right, he's a left back, but he's really
in
good.
because at Atalanta I have seen him play at right back and really well because in recent years we have seen that German defenders are normally very slow and their fullbacks hold back because we have seen the likes of Philipp Lahm, for example, Matthias Ginter, Halstenberg, Klosterman, all of them are very defensive minded fullbacks, but Gosens had brought something else into this German defense and bring the threat down the left flank. I really wanted to put Joshua Kimmich, one of my favorite players
Ooh,
in the
totally
world
forgot
right
about
now,
Kimmich.
Why?
but in this tournament it was of course not his best.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites, but not for Euros this time.
Not in
Yeah.
this
Yeah, of
Euros. He
course.
was played a
And
bit quiet.
and Rob and Robin Gosens, of course, absolutely terrorized Nelson Semedo in the Portugal match. I think he had a goal and 2 assists from that side.
Yeah.
Uh, Dumfries is a bit unlucky, but
Yeah,
I would choose Gosens. Okay,
Gosens.
centre back. Firstly, I would like to choose Simon Kjær from Denmark.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah. How do you
Has
pronounce
had a
his
brilliant.
J?
I think it's a J and a E, so I don't think that letter
J.
exists. So I think if you type Simon K, it will
Simon.
come up.
It's how you spell Simon. Simon. Hopefully it will come. Yeah, there he
Simon.
is.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he
Absolutely
saved
brilliant tournament. He probably saved
Ericsson's life
Christian
also.
Eriksen's life, and at the same time he consoled the entire team, was a leader, and he has been a rock at the back. And he has been a solid centre back for a few seasons with Sevilla and with AC Milan as well. And he scored against us in stoppage time during the Europa League quarterfinal, was it?
I think so.
And he has been in really good form. Okay,
Yes.
so my other centre back would be Emerick Laporte.
Laporte, yeah.
Ooh, Laporte, eh?
Not
Of
bad.
course,
Laporte.
He scored a
French
goal.
player never got a call up for France. Decided to choose to play for Spain, and he has been probably the best defender this tournament.
Yeah.
He has looked very comfortable alongside Eric Garcia, alongside Aspilicueta, and I feel like it's a loss for France because France defensively this tournament wasn't that great, apart from I would say Rafael Varane. So
True.
I think
They're
it's
much relying on Kimpembe, right?
of
For
course,
the
and one thing I noticed is Kimpembe is a good player on the ball, good one-on-one defender, good pace, but his positioning is a bit suspect. Like whenever a ball comes in from in behind, he seems to lose his man and seems to get dragged onto a winger where there's a striker, and the striker is left. The striker leaves, and he leaves the other centre back exposed. So he's young. He will definitely develop, but I think he has a bit to improve before he becomes a world-class centre back.
yeah, yeah.
Agreed.
All right.
Mhm.
So defensive midfield. First,
Mm.
first I was thinking Jorginho, but I don't think Jorginho would fit a style of football that I would play.
Mhm.
He has been really good in this tournament. I
Yeah,
was
he was
thinking,
pretty good, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I was
He was really good.
thinking Pierre-Emile Højbjerg as well, who was
Maybe. Huh?
brilliant as well, but
Mhm.
finally I decided to choose Declan Rice.
Declan Rice.
Declan Rice it is.
I mean, he
Complete
was
midfielder,
complete midfielder,
complete
was
midfielder.
responsible
He
for
had been,
with defense.
yeah, of course, keeps the back line really steady. And of course, he always works well with a partner center midfield, like same as how he works with Thomas Suchek for West Ham. And West Ham have been quite brilliant and reached the Europa League for next season by coming sixth in the Premier League. Same in the Euro so far. Not everybody expected Calvin Phillips to start, but his defensive work has given license to Calvin Phillips to enable Calvin Phillips to be more aggressive in the tackles and of course get forward. And because of this, because of Declan Rice's influence in the center of midfield, it has helped Calvin Phillips get forward, and this created a couple of goals in the first match
Yeah,
against Croatia. It was a run by Calvin Phillips that
Calvin
led
Phillips.
to Raheem Sterling's goal.
Yeah,
Hmm.
All
very good analysis. Yeah,
all
that's
right,
why I
so
would pick
top.
Rice. Yeah.
Okay, for right centre mid, Manuel Locatelli misses out really
Misses out.
closely, but I have to go with Paul Pogba. He has been
Pogba.
absolutely sensational. France's best player this tournament,
Yeah.
and of course
Questions
we
there.
spoke about him before. On the other side, I wanted to play a cam who can go both ways.
Uh-huh.
So I was thinking Pedri at first, but I think the best option would be Renato Sanchez.
Renato. Yeah, absolute
And
The
baller
with
this.
golden boy.
Absolute
brilliant
baller
player,
this Euros. We talked about. We admired him for about 20 minutes.
of course.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now finally moving on to the front three. Okay, so for a left winger, this is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to pick Raheem Sterling, but I I do not think he has had like an exceptional tournament, even though he has scored all the important goals.
I agree. Yeah.
I think that I would pick someone with who has given more to the team this tournament, and I would go for Torgan Hazard.
Oh, Nazar is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, no, that's not it. Yeah. I mean that goal. Do you see the
That
technique?
goal was absolutely sensational, and he's
Sensational.
overperforming his more famous brother recently. And like
Yeah,
we spoke about him, we cannot uh, underrate him anymore. For striker,
Bergin. Yeah.
I would also go for Patrick Schick. Memphis
Mm.
Depay was a close call. Benzema actually exceeded expectations. He was pretty good this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, Benzema was
But
pretty
Benzema,
good, but he missed a
oh,
couple of
already good,
shots
right?
and penalties.
yeah,
So
he had a bit of loose moments as well. But he
Yeah.
exceeded expectations after coming back into the team after a long layoff. But Patrick Schick has been sensational. He was kind of like a flop at Roma because for 2 seasons he had only 5 goals, then went on loan to, I think it was Leipzig, and he had a bit more involvement in goals, and now he's at Leverkusen. But he was never seen as this complete standout striker. But this tournament for Czech Republic, he has been absolutely fantastic.
fantastic.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
man.
5
Fantastic.
goals.
Of course. And for the right winger, so I had a choice between two players,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
I'm going to go with Federico Chiesa of
Yes.
Juventus.
Chiesa.
Absolute baller.
Really good
He
baller. Yeah.
hasn't been
Really good
he
baller.
hasn't been a starter for Italy, but whenever he has come on, he has always changed the game, always had a couple of shots, always put a few crosses in. For Juventus as well, he scored 3 goals that almost brought Juventus back in the Porto game. And like very underrated, complete winger. Maybe he lacks a bit in strength, but of course he's good on the ball. He's very direct. He takes on players. He can shift to either feet, and he deserves a place in this team for me.
Certainly.
Damn. So that's the team of Rachit. So we have so we
Yes.
got 3 out of 3 for Sommer, 3 out of 3 for Shaw, 3 out of 3 for Renato. Ratish, did you pick
No,
Renato? You didn't
no,
pick?
I didn't pick Renato.
So
I
2 out
missed.
of 2.
I was supposed to put him in, the reserves. I forgot that. It's
Reserves.
okay.
So 2 out of 2 and 3 out of 3 for Sheikh. Not bad,
Yes.
not bad. Really good teams. These are really good teams. So, oh yes, reserves. Sorry about
All
that.
right.
We
So
don't
first,
do
I
that.
would want to go for a centre back. Maybe I would go with Rafael Varane. I
Varane,
think
okay.
Well on.
in a defense that was pretty
Unstable.
pretty unstable,
Lackluster.
exactly, and it was exposed a lot, and he performed well under pressure, even though others made mistakes. He was a rock at the back. Okay, then I would like to go for. I wanted to put Bonucci, but there's no point putting two centre backs on the bench, of course. Okay, of course, Manuel Locatelli.
Locatelli,
Look at it is.
not Lacazette, Locatelli.
Locatelli.
There he is.
We discussed about him before. I would go for Emil Forsberg.
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 Hopefully, if this loads, we can put Forsberg. It doesn't seem to load.
It'll be there eventually.
It'll be there eventually.
Yeah, when
Right, I missed that thing. Yeah, there you go. Forsberg. There he is. Forsberg. Who else?
All right. So this is interesting. I would go with Mikkel Damsgaard of Denmark.
Damsgaard. Yeah, he had a pretty good season. Sorry.
Yes, like
tournament as well.
he had been like an underrated player that nobody really knew about before the tournament, but ever since the Christian Eriksen incident, he has stepped up, done really well, and shown responsibility as well.
Yeah,
So
really
I have
good,
three places on the bench. Maybe I would go with Memphis Depay.
Memphis Depay.
Looked really, really
Love
sharp. I'm sure if not for Matthias de Ligt's red card, he would be among the top 2 or 3 top goal scorers in the tournament.
exactly.
He was
Yeah,
really
definitely.
sharp, kept on linking the play with others, whether it was Weghorst, whether it was Wijnaldum, whether it was Marlon, even with Denzel Dumfries. He was
He's a
really,
good
really
playmaker, man. He's a good
Of
playmaker.
course, totally.
Really
Okay,
good
so
player.
2 more spots on the bench.
2 more spots.
Maybe I
and
should go with a
Uh-huh.
fullback. So maybe I
Who's
go Spinazzola, of course. I have
Spinazzola,
already
of
told
course.
how much I rate him.
Spinazzola, of course, we can't leave him out.
And
Barely
one more place
missed.
on the bench.
Yeah.
So I have a centre back, I have a left back, I have a striker, couple of wingers, cams.
Maybe a
Where can I
midfielder.
go from this?
Oh no, you have a midfielder, right? You have Locatelli. So
Yes. So
strike or a winger.
yes. So maybe I would go with Lorenzo Insigne because I think he's going to have a really important match against Spain. And I feel like when you compare the Spanish team and the Italian team, it's quite similar, but there are no quite star names in the squads anymore. They are like really good, balanced, world-class squads with no, I would say, really, really, really good top-level player, but the squads are really balanced. And I feel like a player like Insigne with his magic will be the difference between the two sides come the semi-final.
Certainly, brother.
That's gonna be an intense
Like
match.
it all depends on
Can't wait.
teamwork, right? Yeah, the teamwork leadership, You can have star power names, star kids, but still, you got to have the teamwork.
Totally.
That's what you saw
If you
with
look at
Portugal.
Italy, like there's no. If you look at Italy, there's no. I would say there's no big name, but like it's a perfect 4-3-3. Everybody knows their role. Everybody knows what their job is in the team, and it's perfect. But with Portugal, it's so unbalanced because you have the likes of Bruno Fernandes not getting into his proper position, which is a false 9 right behind the striker because the system does not allow it. Then you had Diego Jota, who's mainly as well a left winger who likes to cut inside, but he cannot do that at Portugal since Ronaldo does the same thing. Even Bernardo Silva had quite a disappointing campaign because he didn't get much of the ball
Out of
as he would
position.
like. And Cancelo was very, very unlucky to be diagnosed with COVID and miss part of the tournament because Nelson Semedo did not have the best tournaments after that.
And Ruben Diaz did not have his bets.
Of course, Ruben Diaz was not as sharp as he was in the Premier League or in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about Pepe? Still defending well.
Of course, he's
Still
a rock at the back.
rock at
Rock
the
at the
back.
back. If
My
they if
God.
they if they
At 40 years
came
old.
to maybe the quarterfinals, I would have definitely picked him because at 38, at night, is it?
38, right? Yeah, he's really old.
I'm not sure how old he is, but
Like,
he still throws himself onto everything. He wins all his headers, wins his tackles, aggressive, but at the
Very
same time,
aggressive.
he's commanding of his backline.
Absolutely. Really good. Absolute baller.
did Portugal have a penalty shootout?
No, they
No,
didn't have.
not this year.
No,
They
right?
didn't have. Imagine if Joao Cancelo was there, so we wouldn't have Nelson
Ex-
Semedo, and the right hand side would be more defensively solid, and at the same time
Exactly.
attacking. He's a very good attacking. He cuts inside. Very good at
Yeah,
dictating the
man.
play from there. So imagine how different Portugal would be. So
Exactly.
Germany,
And the midfield players, the defensive midfield players for Portugal did not live up to their expectations. That was
Hmm.
Danilo Pereira,
yeah,
Palinia, and I think it was William Carvalho. So the three of them did not have a really good tournament. The standout in midfield was Renato Sanchez.
NATO
I feel like if
boss.
he played Renato Sanchez alongside someone like Ruben Neves, who got very little minutes in the
Yeah,
tournament, it would have been perfect, and that would have given platform for the likes of Bruno Fernandes to play in his natural position alongside Bernardo Silva, and with Ronaldo on top, and maybe Joao Felix.
Yeah, man. I thought like initially of the tournament, I thought like Portugal was the most dominant team, like to be
yeah.
honest. But with
In
I
all
felt
this
terms
the
of
stuff
same.
on, yeah,
in terms of star power, yes, but not
yes,
in terms of balance. And
Balance.
we can
yeah,
see that teams that are well balanced in this tournament have done much better than teams with star power. For example,
exactly.
France, Germany, and Portugal. Probably the three deepest squads, but in the end, they did not have proper formations, proper balance that suited their system, and in the end, that was their downfall.
Yep, yep,
And, the,
yep.
and you have teams like Italy, Belgium. You could say
Italy,
Belgium,
Spain,
maybe
England
England, who are doing very well, and even Denmark, who are also
is,
very
of
well.
Yeah,
course.
Denmark, man, underdogs, dude. Literal
Very
I
underdog.
say I say all four teams in the semifinals deserve to be in the semifinals.
in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who are your? What are your predictions right now for the semifinals itself?
Oh, yes.
I would say England and Italy.
In the finals.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go either way. I mean, I would love for
England
Denmark
and
to go to the
yeah,
finals, but I don't think, as much
they
as I
would.
love it,
I
I like let's say I'll go with that underdogs with
you're going
Denmark.
with
I'll go with
underdogs.
Denmark and Italy. Yeah, I'm going with underdogs, man.
I
Like,
would
I
have
want the
said
redemption.
Spain.
I want that
I would
redemption
have
for.
said Spain. They have so many class players, and like I said, there's no dominant world class player. But I see like Italy being able to produce that decisive moment in the game with Insigne or with Immobile or with Chiesa or even
Yeah,
with their midfield rather than Spain, because Spain is heavily reliant on Pedri for creativity, and Morata and Gerard Moreno haven't been as sharp as they should be up front.
That will
mm.
cost them big time
Exactly,
when you get to
exactly,
very deep in the tournament. So
totally.
yeah, and to wrap up, we forgot to choose managers. So for our teams. So Ruchit, for this team, who will the manager be from the Euros?
So, so should it be a manager from the Euros
From the
or
Euros.
From the US.
Uh,
But I can't. I don't know the names of them by any chance.
yeah, same. I don't know the names. I just know
Mm.
Southgate. That's it.
uh,
Southgate.
from
Portuguese manager is yeah, I forgot.
Portuguese manager is Fernando
Fernando
Santos?
Santos or something.
Sorry, Fernando Santos.
Santos.
But
Yes.
I think this system would probably suit Italy, like I said, because it's a proper balanced 4-3-3. So
Mancini.
I'm going to go with Roberto Mancini
Mancini.
of Italy.
What about you, Ratish? For your team, who will the manager be?
Well, Denmark, the Denmark manager.
Denmark manager.
But if you could
Yeah.
choose any manager in world football to manage your team,
Who are playing right now, who are
Any,
active,
yeah,
who are like active.
any.
exactly.
Okay,
Any
yeah,
active
fine, fine,
manager,
fine.
yeah.
Okay, let's do it like that. Since we don't know
Ferguson.
managers that much. Okay, Ruchit, who would your manager be?
For this style, I would say Pep Guardiola because of the system, one CDM and two very attacking center mids, two wingers that can play either side and interchange, and a mobile striker. So it's a very Pep Guardiola team. I don't think someone like Jurgen Klopp would manage this team because the midfield is not really focused on energy. It's more focused on Declan Rice being the stopper and two highly skillful players on either side. So I think it's a perfect Pep Guardiola team,
Yeah,
and
that makes sense. And also the
this is the
fullbacks.
formation he has used always. Yeah, of course.
The fullbacks can cut in, can be an inverted fullback, or help out with the attack
Yeah, on the overlap, of
on the
course.
overlap. Um, for me, my formation was the same, but I had a cam instead of a CDM. So obviously, someone like Southgate wouldn't like that. He would want a CDM.
Exactly.
He would want two CDMs. For me, I would say Arteta, but he's not a good manager. He's not a
You choose Arteta from
no,
anybody, brother.
not Arteta. No, but Arteta likes that formation, and but no, not
Yeah,
Arteta.
so
Hell no.
somebody who plays at number 10, let me think.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know that many.
I think the Bayern manager likes it.
What's his name? Um,
I forget.
Flick, Hansi Flick.
Hansi Flick, yeah, because he plays Muller almost alongside Thomas Muller at times, and gives him the creative license with both wingers,
And yeah, Coman and
Coman, Gnabry, or Sane.
Gnabry.
So I think he would suit your team with a cap better.
Yeah, I'll go with Flick because I haven't seen the Bayern team, so that's why I didn't know if Flick played like this. But if Flick plays like that, definitely, without shadow of a doubt, Hansi Flick. Yeah, that's my manager.
And
Um,
he's going to be the future German manager.
German manager,
Hmm.
yeah, which will be
I'll
pretty
go with
exciting.
Zinedine Zidane, man.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
He also plays a
I don't
similar,
know.
what
Yeah,
do you call
similar
it?
format, right? With
Format.
Cruz up front, CDM, we got Casemiro and all.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Modric, yeah, that makes
Do you
sense.
think that Zidane would be able to survive without a star-studded team? Like because I know that he's one of the best team managers in the world, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure about his ability to take a young team and take it forward. So
If you look at this
maybe he
season,
needs a experience because he has never had such a young team. So
Then
maybe
I would
his
go with
next job would include
Alex
something like that.
Ferguson. Like if it is one for star players, Alex Ferguson.
listen, he's not active. Like, I would pick
Active but legendary shit, man. It's
I
okay,
would, I
man.
would
I
pick
love the
Ferguson.
guy.
No, everybody would pick
I love
Ferguson.
the guy, dude. I love the guy.
Everybody would pick
The man.
Ferguson.
Yeah, he's yeah, but still, then I don't know another person then.
You could say um, Mourinho.
No, let's
Mourinho
say
will play
Mourinho.
Mourinho will play two banks of four and two strikers,
He's
as would Simeone,
Yeah,
Mourinho won't fit in this thing.
the
Yeah.
famous block.
true.
Maybe Antonio Conte.
Huh.
Let's Conte play Cam. Yeah, Conte plays a Cam, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Even
Who,
even with Tottenham, I think there was a Cam. I forgot who the Cam was.
who's the
Sometimes
Chelsea
It was
manager?
Dele Alli, I think.
Who's the
sometimes
Chelsea
Dele
manager?
Alli.
I can't remember his name.
Chelsea manager is Thomas Tuchel, but he plays a back five.
He
Yeah,
plays the back.
Back
Yeah, three
five.
years back five.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is. It is.
so it doesn't suit your way. So uh,
Yeah.
so I would say Antonio Conte
yeah,
because of
Conte. Let's go with
the
Conte.
players.
World class
Hmm.
manager, right?
Conte. Yeah, Conte. Yeah.
Let's go with Conte. All right, that wraps it up. Our thing. Ruchit, thank you so much for joining us. I think our viewers can tell you are very insightful when it comes to football and footballing knowledge. You have way more footballing knowledge than me and Ratish, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, man.
um,
It's been a pleasure being on here, and it's been really fun. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for inviting
yeah,
me again.
thank
It's
you so
our
much
pleasure having
for.
you, brother. Looking forward to having you in like
Oh
much
yeah,
more episodes. Yeah,
Of
totally.
course, of course.
thank you for doing this for 2 hours. Is it? Yeah, it's been 2 hours now. Damn, thank you for sticking
2 hours of
2 hours.
recording.
with us.
2 hours
Yeah,
of recording, probably for
recording.
2 hours of recording.
It's 2 o'clock now,
Damn,
2 a.m. So yeah, 2 hours of
Jesus
recording.
Christ.
Damn.
Damn,
So
brother.
in future, definitely we'll do another episode on like transfers. Maybe something more like this, this is really fun as well.
very
So
interactive.
very
Yeah,
Yeah,
interactive.
very opinion based as well. So
yeah.
it's quite
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. But I would like to talk more about tactics and more about transfers behind the scenes with you because you are very, very insightful. Um, you know your game very well, so I would like to learn more from you when it comes to tactics, football, game management, and all. So in future, we'll do something like that, definitely. Something
Yes,
shorter.
sure.
And I'm not gonna lie, your ball knowledge is really good as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. So it's,
Thank you so much.
yeah, Radish.
Thank you
So
so much. Viewers, thank you for watching our episode right now. So like and comment your thoughts and comment your Euros team right now itself and subscribe to the channel. Signing off, Colin.
These my dollars make it hurt.